If you've never seen a blowout on non-relaxed black hair that fast without sectioning, like the video. Give me a little love. Because I didn't speed my blowout out. I've been watching what a lot of stylists do because it's a very difficult part of the service. And it usually takes way more than 10 minutes like I just took. So if that's something you struggle with and you'd like to learn a holistic approach to blowing out in 10 minutes or less, let me know. Now, you know when you did your blowout right because you should not just take a wide tooth comb. You cross-check with a small tooth comb. And if you did a thorough job, you will be able to comb through your blowout with no snags all the way to the ends with zero hair loss. Ooh-wee. You know you could never, and she is not relaxed. We have no relaxer in our hair. We have no protein in our hair. We have no keratin in our hair. We just use the 2 recommended shampoos that I use. And this right here, this is what it is. Yes, I hate to say my water makes your hair healthier than conditioner ever has, ever has. This is a hydration treatment. Conditioners are moisturization treatments. We all know the result of that, and we don't get this result in our blowout when we're moisturizing. So now I'm trying to redirect us into this hair heaven that I've created for us called the holistic approach. It gets this result in the blowout. Ooh. Up next, exclusive pressing, not exclusive. Most people scared of these. Are y'all scared of these? Don't be scared. I'll teach you how to use these too. This is my new titanium pencil I use because it's gold titanium. Forever changing and leveling up. Some people don't like that about me. Some people want me to stay stuck and stagnant. And that's not what holistics is all about. Holistics is always moving, always changing, because we're always researching and testing and trying things. And that's how we end up finding something that works a little better. But this is how This is my holistic approach to controlling edges so that you don't have to use any edge control. That's just going to save you money. And your edges are not stiff nor stuck as well. And I know a lot of individuals that do press out their edges. Proud of you. But make sure you press all the way around and get the back of that nape as well. Make sure you go all the way around the perimeter. Don't just do the front, be thorough. Clients love when you're thorough. Instead of only just doing the front edges, do all the way around. The more you cater to your clients, the closer they stay stuck to you. Now that's game that beauty school never gave us, and it's facts. Aaron, isn't the blues more like sad music? You're watching me conduct a holistic pruning of the ends. And you got to have the right mindset to conduct this type of a service, because if you have the mindset to have to even everything out when you're using your shears, then holistic pruning is going to be a challenge for you. Holistic pruning is for an individual that like gardens and understand what pruning is, that it's not every single strand in between your fingers. Unlike hair cutting, when you haircut, you cut every single strand in between your fingers. And most individuals don't understand this until they take my training. And then they're like, oh, you really don't take off a lot. Like, yeah, it's a real trim. That's what that word means. A trim does not mean removing inches. When someone asks for a trim, they do not want to leave any shorter. That's what that word means. That don't mean they want this much cut off from the back of their head. That makes a lot of girls with long hair really mad, and a reason why clients will chair hop on you. Because all you got to do is ask the individual, like, hey, would you like this much removed? And tell her, you know, like your ends are dead or you got a hole. But you'd be surprised how many clients are cool with a hole. Most clients are cool with being a little uneven in the back and don't want it all cleaned up. I didn't know that myself till I started talking to my clients. And it was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought everybody wanted the holes gone, and that's not everybody. Also, there's a new approach. You don't have to blunt cut your hair to get it to grow healthy. I make hair grow healthy, and we're not blunt cutting the length off or the holes off. Ooh, I ain't even silk pressed her yet. Jesus. Jesus. That's all you gotta do. Aaron, you go to church and you be drinking moonshine. Do the pastor drink moonshine too? I think that's dope if they do, because that just shows that they normal. Normal people. Thank you, Adrian. Would you like the video for me? Like, what do I have to do to get y'all to like the video? Because y'all surely be watching. But how come y'all don't like the video? I gotta learn, so you gotta ask questions. When you learn, thanks for those that just like the video. Thanks. You're watching me Marcel iron without the use of any heat protectant. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I've just found a new approach where you don't have to use any. If you're using conditioner, you have to use heat protectant. If you choose to follow a holistic approach, you don't need any heat protectant. That is facts, Vaughn. I started doing hair in 1988, okay, everyone? And in 1988, the pressing service was called a shampoo, blow dry, press, and curl. There was no conditioner involved. There was no heat protectant involved, no serums, none of that. We just used shampoo, a pressing comb, maybe some rollers for the roller set. But that's all we use. So I just have taken us back to my basics with the scalp scratching, with not needing to use as many products, because I still use products, but I don't use as many as I used to. So I have found a way to save my profits instead of spending it every Saturday at the beauty supply store, because I have to constantly re-up on things like oil, heat protectant, and conditioner. I used to spend all my profits. Oh, and hair color used to get me too. If you guys head over to my booking link, you'll see that I don't offer any of those services to be booked on my link. So doing what I do helps to keep way more of my money in my pocket instead of having to fork it over to the beauty supply stores every Saturday. Now you may say, oh, Miss Tanya, I love using a bunch of product and spending my profits on gel, and I like it. That's cool. I'm not mad at you. Just letting you know you don't need it. What are your thoughts on double wraps? Oh, that's what wait, what you mean double wraps? What's a double wrap? Does that mean that you use 2 different wraps? Because what you talking about, Vaughn? Never heard of a double wrap, unless you're referring to how I wrap my hair. I do use 2 wraps. This is the new oil applicator. Comes out so light. You'll never weigh a client down using this right here. Y'all like that, huh? Y'all like that? I do too. It's so pretty. And look, there was a time when I could only give this result like on mixed chicks, you know what I'm saying? Now I give it on everybody. Oh, I call that a Dominican wrap. See, that's not, I call that a Dominican wrap. But my long girls that be having like them 22 inches behind their back, they got to do a Dominican, what I call a Dominican wrap, where you put the roller on top. But that's so unnecessary. I think that's only for people that don't really know how to wrap, because I don't have to use a roller. What I love about Marcel ironing is, unlike the old school way that I was originally taught, where you got to use the press and comb first and then you got to go back in with a double heat process to curl it, the flat iron takes care of both of those for me. It gets the root, and I'm able to get the ends curled and bent without having to go back through with a second heat application. Has anybody joined my membership program so that you can get exclusive videos where I show you up close what I'm doing? And I give step-by-step tutorials as well on things like how to feather, how to trim, how to get the detox off. How to get the scalp buildup off. Once you join my memberships, you get exclusive access to what I do in here. Vaughn, you're gonna have to shoot some of them questions, sweetheart, to my cell phone, because I'm unable to read while I'm working. Y'all see how I rake that root without burning the client? That's one of my specialized techniques that I teach when I offer my Marcel training, which is coming next after holistic scalp detoxing. Ooh wee. Beautiful. Beautiful. I used to only could do this if the woman had weave in her hair, if I used like a super strength relaxer. So this is the new way, y'all. And it's nice. Clients love it. You know you're a silk press master. You know how to clap and twirl in Marcel. That's what separates us. Yeah. Ooh, look at that technique. Ain't even putting it down. What? That's called experience and confidence. It takes practice. Took me years to get here. But if I did it, you can do it too. Whew, looks like weave. Looks like I just put a 1B Remy up in here. Ooh-wee. Not that the blowout wasn't flawless, but now the silk pressing just makes it silky. Thanks for watching, y'all. Another baptized hair without the use of conditioner, no protein, no keratin, no heat protectant, no relaxer. We don't need no weave anymore, no wigs. You can now rock your own hair, your natural hair, without nothing except shampoo and hot water. Just a shot.